Hi, I'm Baron here at the Malaysian International Dive Expo with Takuya Torii from Inon, a Japanese-based, world-famous company. Inon is a manufacturer of underwater camera accessories like conversion lenses, housings, arm systems, strobes, and LED lights. And with me here is Stacy Chi, a professional dive instructor.
Hi.
Hi, scuba diving, underwater videography and photography, we face a lot of challenges.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges you'd like to overcome that Torii-san here can help us with?
Okay. The challenges that I have whenever I shoot underwater, I can't really see what angle that I am shooting off with the creature down underwater. So I wish to have a housing for the screen.
Okay, so you're shooting with the X3000
Yes.
and you don't have a screen to see what you're shooting, right?
Yeah, I can't see what I'm shooting.
So Torii-san,
Yep.
how do we overcome that?
Actually, we are accessory manufacturer for underwater photography and video equipment. And because Sony action camera has a nice remote view control monitor here, and it's good for land use and for snorkeling purpose. But the depth rating of this remote control monitor is for 3-meter depth. So it's not good for scuba divers. So we designed this type of underwater casing, which we put this Sony remote control monitor inside and take up to 60 meters depth.
With the underwater housing that can fit in the live view remote,
Yep.
you can go down to 60 meters?
Yep.
Wow, that's excellent.
That's great.
What kind of problems do we face also?
Yeah, the problem is also the lens. As we all know that most action camera or wide angle cameras, they can't really take close-up objects. So I would also like if we have any extra lens that we can show that extra detail of the object and also the background together. That would be a very beautiful scene.
Right? So with the X3000, how do you add a lens to this camera, and why do we need to add a lens?
Yes, so let me explain about why we need attachment lenses underwater and how we attach those attachment lenses underwater. So we Inon design specific lens adapter based on Sony action camera casing. This is from Sony. And we design lens adapter and also this arm extendable accessory system based on the Sony casing. Like this. So by having this type of lens adapter system, now we can use attachment lenses. And the problem of taking action camera underwater is this type of action camera is pretty good for land shooting purpose. But once we bring this type of action camera underwater, because underwater reflection ratio changes underwater, so land very wide coverage gets narrowed down to less than 100 degrees. So by having this type of lens adapter system, we design this type of semi-fixed conversion lens dedicated for action camera system. And by having this type of semi-fixed conversion lens, now we will have 140 degrees underwater.
Great.
So that means when we go underwater, your field of view becomes narrower, but once you add this lens, this conversion lens, your field of view becomes wider.
Yeah,
right?
that's
And
right.
also the details will be better.
Yeah, and also the benefit having this type of semi-fixed conversion lens is to minimize the focusing distance. So that even you shoot a close subject like this, still the detail is still pretty sharp and crispy.
See, wow, that's great to hear.
That's exactly what we want.
Yep.
So if with this lens, it's the perfect solution for most of the videographers down underwater.
You said something about macro.
Yes.
What about macro shots? How do we?
And for a macro shot also, when we tested this type of action camera underwater, minimum focusing distance of this action camera is about 60 centimeters away, which means we can't get subject in focus within this radius.
Yes.
So we have another type of conversion lens, which is a wide close-up lens. So by having this wide close-up lens, now the minimum focusing distance of 60 centimeters away gets very close, about 4 centimeters away.
Can you tell us about the system you have here, the housing, the what do you call the arms here, and also the
Oh yeah, for sure.
flashlight?
Yep. And this one is, as previously explained, this is underwater casing for a Sony remote control monitor. Actually, this remote control monitor and the camera are communicating over Wi-Fi system. But even underwater, because we designed to put this underwater casing right behind the camera, so underwater still they communicate.
I see. All right.
And also we have this type of this lens mount base. Actually, this range adapter system is a key component to extend this system. So by having this lens adapter system, not only having attachment lenses, but also we can extend arm and also to attach a LED torch to make a more natural color underwater. And this is a LED video light from Inon. And this power is a 2,700 lumen. And
How much?
2,700 lumen.
2,700
lumen.
So 6 AA batteries for 2,700 lumens and 45 minutes of diving.
Diving.
All right.
Is that
great.
possible to put a rechargeable battery inside?
Yeah. We recommend to use rechargeable batteries. Yes. Yeah. So not only for video, but we can also use this light as a fish lamp to attract marine life, plankton.
So it's double purpose, yeah?
It's
Yeah.
food chain video underwater.
Yeah.
Well, that's all we have for you today. And I'm with Stacy and Torii-san, and we're signing off with Sony and Inon.